Good morning, good afternoon to everyone. Welcome to my presentation on Copilot Studio, your AI powered coding companion. My name is Deepak Upreti. I'm Vice Chairman at Geeks for Geeks STEC. And today we will dive into the world of Copilot Studio and explore how it can be revolutionize the way we code. Why Copilot Studio? You may ask. Well, in a world where technology is evolving in an unprecedented rate, developers need tools that can keep pace with their innovation. Copilot Studio is designed to be that tool, offering a suite of features that not only assist in coding but also enhance the overall development process. Over the next few minutes, we will explore its capability, benefits, and how it can be an indispensable part of your coding journey. Let's get started. So, what exactly is Copilot Studio? At its core, Copilot Studio is a powerful AI tool designed to assist developer in various coding tasks developed by Microsoft. This tool leverages state-of-the-art machine learning algorithm to understand and interact with the code in a way that mimics human intelligence. There are some key features of Copilot Studio includes code generation. Whether you need a small snippet of an entire function, Copilot Studio can generate code based on your inputs and context. Second is code completion. It offers real-time suggestion as you type, helping you write code faster with fewer errors. Third is code explanation. Copilot Studio can explain the purpose and functionality of code segments, making it easier to understand and debug. Code refactoring. It suggests optimization and refactoring technique to improve code quality and performance. Natural language code generation. Even if you are not a seasoned coder, you can describe what you want in natural language in your regional language, and Copilot Studio will generate the corresponding code. These features are designed to streamline your workflow, enhance your productivity, and help you write better code. In the following slides, we will dive deeper into each of these features and see how they work in action. Now, how Copilot Studio works. Now that we have a basic understanding of what Copilot Studio is, let's look at how it works. At the heart of Copilot Studio is a sophisticated machine learning model trained on a massive data sets of code. This training allows it to understand various coding languages, patterns, and best practices. This model does not generate random code snippets, it analyzes the surrounding code and project context to provide accurate and relevant suggestions. This contextual understanding is what sets Copilot Studio apart from other coding assistants. It can recognize the structure of your code, understand the dependencies, and offer suggestions that are coherent and contextually appropriate. For instance, if you are working on a web application and need a function to handle user authentication, Copilot Studio can generate code that fits seamlessly into your existing code base. It understands the context of your project and provides suggestions that are not only accurate but also optimized for your specific use case. As as it is written there. Now in the next slide we will see this contextual understanding in action. But before we move on, it's important to note that Copilot Studio ability to understand context is what makes it a truly intelligent coding companion. Contextual understanding is better for the humans. Now, in the next slide, we will learn more about this. Code generation in action. Let's see Copilot Studio in action with code generation. Imagine you are working on a project and you need to generate code snippets on an entire function quickly. With Copilot Studio, you can do just that with function quickly. With Copilot Studio, you can do just that by generating code based on your prompts or existing code, saving your times and effort. Here is a demo showcasing how Copilot Studio generates code. As you can see, it starts by understanding the context of the existing code and then generates a new function that fits seamlessly into the code base. The before and after comparison highlights the efficiency and accuracy of Copilot Studio. Suggestion: it's like having an expert coder at your fingertips, ready to help you with any coding task. Code generation isn't just about saving time, it's also about improving accuracy and consistency. By using Copilot Studio, you can ensure that your code follows best practices and is free from common errors. This can be particularly useful in larger projects where maintaining consistency across the code base is crucial. Moreover, Copilot Studio's code generation feature can be a great learning tool. By seeing how the AI generates code, you can learn new techniques and approaches that you might not have considered before. It's like having a mentor who not only help with your current task but also you grow as a developer. In the next slide, we will explore another feature of Copilot Studio, code completion and autocomplete. But before we move on, it's worth noting that the code generation is just the beginning. Copilot Studio offers a range of features designed to make coding easier and more efficient. So let's dive into code completion and see how it can enhance your coding experience. So, on one of the standout feature of the Copilot Studio is the code completion and complete abilities in real-time environment. As you type, Copilot Studio offers suggestions that can help you write code faster and with fewer errors. This feature is especially useful for new developers who may need to be familiar with all the syntax and function available in a particular programming language. Copilot Studio code completion feature goes beyond simple autocomplete. As you see in your Gmail or Google, it understands the context of your code and provides relevant suggestion based on the surrounding code and overall project concept context. For example, if you are working on a loop, it can suggest the appropriate syntax and function that fit within the loop. This contextual awareness ensures that the suggestions are not only accurate but also the meaningful. Here is an example. Imagine you are writing a function to sort an array. As you type, Copilot Studio recognizes the pattern and suggests the complete function, including the sorting logic. This not only saves your time but also reduces the likelihood of your errors. Code completion is not just about the speed of writing the code, it's also about improving the quality of the code. By providing accurate suggestion, Copilot Studio help you avoid common mistakes and ensures that your code follows best practices. This can lead to cleaner, more maintainable code that is easier to debug and understand. In addition to helping with syntax and function, Copilot Studio can also suggest code snippets and patterns that you might not have thought. This can be particularly useful when you are working on complex projects. So as after before moving to the next slide, we can see that it can provide real-time suggestion as you type, reducing error and improve coding speed. But it is not only about the speed, it can also improve contextual awareness. Copilot Studio understands the surrounding of your code and provides relevant suggestion even for complex data structure and code structure. Now, the most important part of a project is code explanation and its documentation. In the fast-paced world of software development, understanding complex code can often be a daunting task, especially when dealing with legacy code bases or unfamiliar project. Copilot Studio excel in this arena by providing comprehensive code explanation and automated documentation. Let's break down how this works and why it is a game changer. So first thing is understanding complex code. Copilot Studio can explain the purpose of functionality of code segment even for unfamiliar code bases. Automatic documentation. Copilot Studio can generate comments and documentation automatically, improving code for readability and maintainability. In conclusion, Copilot Studio ability to explain complex code and automated documentation significantly enhances your productivity and code quality. It empowers you to tackle your project, remain well documented and maintainable. With the Copilot Studio by your side, you can focus on your writing innovative code while leaving the heavy lifting of documentation to AI powered companion. So, first, understanding the complex code. One of the most impressive feature of the Copilot Studio is the ability to parse and explain intricate code segments. When you encounter a piece of code that's difficult to understand, Copilot Studio can step in step clarify its purpose and framework and functionality. This is particularly useful when you are working with code written by someone else and when you are revisiting your own code after some time. By leveraging its machine learning model training on vast data sets, Copilot Studio can offer context aware explanation that can delve into the logic and flow of the code, making it easier for you to grasp its intent without having painstakingly trace through each line manually. Automatic documentation. Good documentation is vital for maintaining code quality and ensuring that your project are understandable and maintained by other developer. However, writing detailed comments and documentation can be time consuming. Copilot Studio can automate the process by generating comments and documentation based on your code context and quality. This not only saves your time, but also ensures that your code base remains well documented. That's what AI is. For example, when you write a function, Copilot Studio can automatically generate a comment describing its purpose. For example, if you create a function named as ABC for sorting the array, it will automatically find the purpose of that function and comment it with its purpose. This documentation is crucial for onboarding new team members, conducting code reviews, and future proofing your project. Third one is live demonstration. Let's walk through a practical example to illustrate these capabilities. Imagine you come across a complex algorithm of data analysis in your project that you are not familiar. You can select the code segment and ask Copilot Studio for an explanation. Within moments, Copilot Studio provides a detailed breakdown of the algorithm, explaining each step and its purpose. Additionally, it generates comments from the code, highlighting key points and potential pitfalls. This not only aids your understanding but also enhances the readability of the code for anyone who might work on it in the future. Fourth is improving code readability and maintainability by providing clear explanation and generating through documentation and maintainability. Well documented code is easier to explain and read, debug, test, and extend. It reduces the learning curve for new developer joining the project and minimizes the risk of introducing error during maintenance. Copilot Studio ensures that your code base adheres to best practices, making it a valuable asset for team striving to deliver high quality software. In conclusion, Copilot Studio's ability to explain complex code and automate documentation significantly enhances your productivity and code quality. Next slide is about code refactoring made easy. Code refactoring is an essential practice in software development aimed at improving the structure, readability, and behavior performance. However, the process can be time consuming and requires a keen eye for identifying improvement opportunity. This is where Copilot Studio comes into play, making code refactoring a breeze. Let's explore how Copilot Studio simplifies and enhances the refactoring process, identifying improvement opportunity. One of the primary challenges in refactoring is spotting area of the code that can be optimized or improved. Copilot Studio excels at it by analyzing your code and suggesting potential refactoring opportunity, whether it is simplifying complex conditional statement, optimizing loop, or enhancing code modularity. Copilot Studio provide contextual answers, suggestion are backed by the AI extensive training that the machine learning model is trained for by the vast data sets on best coding practices. Second one is automated refactoring. Once improvement opportunities are identified, Copilot Studio doesn't stop here. It can also assist in implementing these changes automatically. Imagine working on a large code base with multiple nested loops. Copilot Studio can analyze the code, identify potential performance bottlenecks, and suggest more effective alternative. Replacing the nested loop with optimized construct, this automated approach saves you your valuable time and effort, allowing you to make focus on higher level development tasks. Benefits of continuous refactoring is that regular refactoring with the help of Copilot Studio fosters a culture of continuous improvement within your development team. It encourages developers to constantly seek better ways to structure and write code, leading to a more maintainable and scalable code base. This proactive approach minimizes technical debt, reduces the likelihoods of bugs and errors, and ensures that your software evolves gracefully over time. In conclusion, Copilot Studio code refactoring capabilities are a boon for developers looking to enhance their code quality and performance by identifying improvement opportunities, automatic refactoring tasks, and providing clear explanation. Copilot Studio empowers you to maintain a clean and efficient code base, embrace the power of AI-driven refactoring, and elevate your coding practices with Copilot Studio. Personally, in my opinion, the most fruitful part of the Copilot Studio is natural language code generation, and it is the most innovative feature of Copilot Studio because its ability to generate code from natural language description. This groundbreaking capabilities make coding more accessible, particularly for individuals with limited technical expertise. Let's delve into how natural language code generation works and potential to democratize coding. Traditionally, coding requires a deep understanding of programming language and syntax. However, Copilot Studio bridges this gap by allowing user to describe desired functionality in plain English or other natural language. For instance, you can simply say, create a function that calculates the factorial of a number, and Copilot Studio will generate the corresponding code in your chosen programming language. This feature lowers the barrier to entry for a non-technical user, enabling them to contribute in a development process. Use case example is to illustrate the power of natural language code generation. Let's consider a real world scenario. Suppose you are working on a project that requires a function to filter out even numbers from a list. A non technical team member can describe the requirement in natural language, write a function that takes a list of number and returns a list of only the even numbers. Copilot Studio processes the description and generates the appropriate code, complete complete with error handling and edge case consideration. This seamless translation from natural language to code fosters collaboration between technical and non-technical team members, enhancing productivity and innovation. Enhance accessibility. Natural language code generation democratize coding by making it accessible to a broader audience. This is particularly beneficial in educational settings with code and see immediate result. It also empowers domain experts from various fields to contribute their expertise without needing extensive programming language. For example, a biologist working on a computational model can describe their functionalities in natural language and Copilot Studio. Benefits of Copilot Studio. Uh, First is increased productivity, as you can see that faster coding. Copilot Studio ability to suggest code snippets and complete lines of code significantly reduces the time of code. This can lead to increased productivity of the coder and the developer. Second one is reduce error. By providing accurate suggestion, Copilot Studio helps developer avoiding common errors, coding mistakes such as syntax error, logical error. This reduces the time spent debugging and fixing. Third one is automation of repetitive tasks. Copilot Studio can help developers learn new coding techniques and best practices. This frees up developers to focus on more complex and creative tasks. Third one is accelerated learning. Exposure to new coding techniques. Copilot Studio can introduce developer to new coding techniques and best practices that may not be familiar with. Second one is faster learning curve. By providing suggestion and explanation, Copilot Studio can help developer learn new programming language and frameworks more quickly. Last one is cost saving. It can reduce development time, improve code quality, and faster time to market. Copilot Studio offers a wide range of benefits that can help developer improve their productivity, code quality, and learning. By leveraging the power of AI, Copilot Studio can help organization achieve their development goal more efficiently and effectively. And the use cases and example of the Copilot Studio, as you can see that there are 19-minute total time saved per work week. uh, Copilot Studio can be used in wide range of industry. First one is software development. It can include web development. It is used to generate HTML, CSS, and JavaScript code. Second one is mobile app development. Copilot Studio can be used to generate code for iOS and Android apps. Third one is backend development. Copilot Studio can be used to generate backend services and APIs. Fourth one is game development. Copilot Studio can be used to generate code for game engines and game logics. Second one is data science, most important for the machine learning and artificial intelligence. Data cleaning and pre-processing, data analysis, machine learning, data visualization. Third one is research, scientific computing, bioinformatics, natural language processing. Fourth one is education, coding education, online courses. Fifth one is other industries such as finance, agriculture, healthcare, manufacturing. Future of Copilot Studio. Copilot Studio is a rapidly evolving tool. There are many exciting developments on the horizon. Here are some of the potential features of the Copilot Studio. First one is improved code generation. Copilot Studio may become even more capable of generate complex and accurate code. Second one is natural language interfaces. Copilot Studio may be able to understand and respond to natural language command, making it even more accessible to non-technical users. Third one is integration with other AI tool. Copilot Studio may be integrated with other AI tools such as AI power testing and debugging tool. Customizable model. User may be able to train their own machine learning model or custom Copilot Studio model to suit their specific need. At last, Copilot Studio is a power and versatile AI tool that can help developers of all level improve their productivity, code quality, and learning. By leveraging the power of AI, Copilot Studio can help organization achieve their development goal more efficiently and effectively. I encourage you to try Copilot Studio for yourself and see how it can benefit your development workflow. You can start by visiting the Copilot Studio website or downloading the extension for your preferred ID. Thank you. Thank you very much to I am giving the special mention to Azure developer community and Reskill for providing me the opportunity to speak in the season of A. Thank you. Thank you very much.